Hello students, good morning. I welcome you all to the first class of grade 5 computers. Today we are going to learn about the lesson evolution of computers. But students, before that, I'd like to know what is the meaning of evolution in your terms. Students, evolution means the process by which different kinds of organisms or things develop from earlier forms. That means the process by which a thing develops gradually. And in this chapter, we will learn that how various kinds of computers came into being, or who made the first computers. Were the computers always like the way we see them today, or were the computers different in the earlier times? And what is a computer? Let's see here. A computer is a versatile calculating machine that reduces human effort. It is an electronic machine which can store our data, retrieve the data, and process as per the instructions given by the human beings. It actually is a device which performs calculations with great speed and accuracy. So in this chapter we will see how the development of various computing devices took place and how we've got the modern computers that we use today. See here in this picture, you will see there are various generations of computer. In the video further, we'll cover the details of all the different kinds of generations. Here we come to the first kind of computer ever made, which is called the abacus. The abacus was invented in the year 2400 BC and it was invented in Babylonia. It is the first kind of device which could perform mathematical calculations. As you can see on the screen, it is made up of wires and beads. These wires and beads could be moved from one to the another string to perform addition and subtraction. Students, till date the abacus is being learned and is being taught as a basic framework for doing calculations. Next on the screen is the Napier's bones. This was the first computer which could do multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, as well as it could find out square roots and cube roots. It was invented by John Napier in the year 1614. If you see on the screen, on the top the numbers are written from 1 to 9 and the same numbers are written on the left hand side. And if you multiply the number on the top and the left, you will see it generates the table of the respective number. The John Napier was a mathematician and made the calculations very easy with his device. Next on your screen is the Pascaline. Now see here in the picture, you will see the Pascaline is a computer or a device which is made up of wheels, and this was designed by Blaise Pascal, who was a French mathematician. He designed this device in 1642 and it was the device which could add, subtract numbers by rotating the wheels. When the wheels are rotated clockwise, the numbers are added, and to subtract, the wheels were turned anti-clockwise. Since it's a very important invention in the history of computers, the Pascaline is still kept in the European museums for display. The second computer that you see on the screen is called the stepped reckoner. It was invented by Gottfried Wilhelm in the year 1674. You know what, student? It is the first digital calculator which could do all the 4 operations, that is multiply, divide, subtract and divide. and this computer could do the calculations for bigger digits, that is, it could add multiply numbers up to 8 to 16 digits in various steps, and hence it is called the step reckoner. This computer is also kept in the German museums for display. Next we see the Jacquard's loom. It was invented by Joseph Mary in 1801 and is used for weaving fabric designs by weavers. Now see here on the screen, it uses punched cards. Along with them there are holes in these punched cards. These holes could be used for thread movements. This Jacquard's loom was very helpful to the weavers and merchants for creating new designs, and it was a huge in size loom. The next kind of computer is called the difference engine, and it was invented by Charles Babbage in the 19th century. And you all already know that Charles Babbage is called the father of the computer. He is called so because of his inventions of the difference and the analytical engine. The difference engine was the first computer or the first mechanical computer which could calculate tables and store the results for later use. It was made up of metals and was a very expensive computer which was used by scientists and navigators at that time. But it had a disadvantage that it could only perform one operation at a time. And also Charles Babbage could not complete this design, so he modified the difference engine into the analytical engine, which is the world's first fully programmed automatic computer. You know what? The analytical engine is almost similar to the latest computers that we use. That means it has a calculating unit, it has an input device just like we use the reader or the keyboard, it has an output device just like a printer, and it also has a processing unit. And the analytical engine could perform all the 4 operations. And you know what, students? It could perform calculations of a 20-digit number in just 3 minutes. Its logical unit or the calculating unit was very fast, and the computer is said to be a milestone in the evolution of computers. So make sure you pay attention to it. The next kind of computer that you see on the screen is called the Mark I. Can you see its size, students? Yes, it is a very huge computer, about 15 meters long, and it was invented by Howard Aiken in the year 1944. It was used after the World War II for different kinds of calculations and is invented by the company IBM. You know what? How fast it was? It could perform calculations in just 3 to 5 seconds and is called the first fully automatic calculator. Next you see on the screen is the ENIAC. ENIAC stands for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It is the first general purpose computer which was built by John Cresper and John Moseley. And you know what? It is almost similar to a modular computer, and the work that takes 20 hours by a human to do could be done by the ENIAC in only 30 seconds. It works on decimal numbers like the humans we work on decimal numbers. Now I'm going to show you the picture. See here, it's a very huge size computer like all the other computers of that generation, but a very useful electronic digital computer. Next we'll study about EDVAC. EDVAC stands for Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. It is called so because it worked on binary number system than the decimal number system, We have already studied that binary system is the only number system that a computer understands, and it has a huge internal storage and it made the calculations faster. It was also made by the same scientist who invented the ENIAC. Now here is an advanced computer which is called Electronic Delay Storage Automatic Computer, short for EDSAC. EDSAC was very huge in size. It was used in labs for making various kinds of games and performing very quick calculations. And you know what kind of games it designed? It designed games like tic-tac-toe. It was built by Maurice Wicks in the year 1949. Next you see on the screen is the UNIVAC-1, which is also called the Universal Automatic Computer. Here is the picture, and next you see the picture of the scientist John Mauchline who made the UNIVAC-1 in the year 1951. This computer was the first computer that could handle numeric, that is numeric data, that is the numbers and text data. And this machine weighed around 13,000 kilograms. Very heavy in weight, but it was the first commercial computer, and it was also used for various business purposes. Though it was very expensive, it was designed in the USA. Okay students, so these are the generations of the computer which were there in the earlier 1900s. In the next class we'll study the further generations.